Hey, welcome to another episode of The Post Up. Yeah, I remembered. I usually say Stacey's Boy, but this time around, this is The Post Up. And I'm joined by my boys, Tabo, Menzi. Hey, you restored your ads, bro. And Arcadium. I thought maybe an Arcadium is no longer.
That's what I saw when I logged in. When I come in,
Oh.
it's like,
But you guys good, gents.
Oh, we're good.
I'm
We're
good, bro.
fresh. We're fresh. How are you, boys?
No, man. Easy, just in Banda, gents. It is it's
Dog.
terrible, gents. It's really
Dog.
same, bro. It's
Busy.
like you win Sanjay. After the 1st of June, it just got lit.
Yes. It's cold,
Yeah.
bro. It's cold.
I know it is. It is my dude. Gents. It's part of it's that time. It's Menzi's birthday month is always it's always
Mm.
not so great, you know.
Mm.
But yeah, gents, of course, today's episode is us discussing, the big one, the finale. Is this bigger than the Champions League final, in your guys' opinion? Or
Uh,
Skipper?
yeah, I think this year I can give it this year though. Definitely, it's
Mm,
bigger than compared to what we were watching. So it's a big game. I think it's a nice matchup. It's a balanced matchup. It can go
yeah,
either way. I think it's just a
yeah,
matter of just watching how the games come by.
yeah. I know, true. Let me start off with the first question. Key matchups, gents. Just wanted to start off with you, Menzi. Where do you think it's the key matchups will be? And who do you think will out of both teams, who do you think will be prosperous in that department?
Key matchups is Luca Tatum, Kyrie, and the whole Celtics building because there's a whole history. There's a history there. Obviously, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was just thinking about I was thinking about like the Porzingis thing if it's gonna make a difference because he also has a history. The but I think
Dallas.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's got a history. Yes, but for me, it's more the Kyrie narrative that I've been worried about. I've been thinking about just him back at Celtics and then obviously seeing if he can have a redemption story against the Seas.
Mm. I know, indeed. I know you do make a valid point. I mean, Velu Kyrie wants to prove a point, and you, Tabo, key matchups. Where do you think the game will
I,
be won or lost for both sides?
I think PJ Washington playing defense on Tatum, because it's not going to
Mhm.
be Luca playing defense on Tatum. And of
Mm.
course, now you still have to maybe probably you'll play against Jalen Brown. But
Mm.
oh yeah, I think PJ Washington, and also making sure that DJ Derek Jones can play good defense and supportive in terms of their key roles they've been throughout. But the matchup, of course, I think everybody knows the whole Kyrie narrative throughout. Um, they're gonna see, okay, if Luca can actually do this. A lot of people are looking at Luca doing it. Celtics are the favorites. We all know Celtics are the favorite, but a lot of people basically, like I said, um, yeah, there are doubts on Luca for a very long time. Luca has given us some crazy stats throughout the years, and he's never been considered as that guy. Everybody was like, he'll never win a championship. But yeah, I think basically Kyrie, the whole Kyrie narrative, it's up to him to control it. And as long as he plays a good game, a supportive game, when Luca is not having a great one, yeah, Dallas have a very good chance.
Yeah, you see, me personally, okay, I agree with the PJ Washington Tatum Luca, definitely Jalen Brown is going to be starting Luca because even during the regular season it was like that because
Yeah.
we beat them 4-0 and Brown was the primary defender for Luca. But at the same time, I just feel like we forget about the role players, because the difference between the Mavs and the Celtics is a depth thing.
Yeah.
I I just feel like the role players for the Celtics have role players that can cause the Mavs quite a lot of problems, especially we haven't even discussed who Drew Holiday will be matched with because
Drew's gonna be
Holiday,
matched with Kyrie though, but we know he's the best defender, so it has to
but
be Drew against Kyrie. There's no other
yeah,
person that can
and you know what?
do a better job.
And you know what Drew said? They asked him about the Kyrie Irving matchup, and they asked him like, how will he handle Kyrie? And then he's like, pray. That's the only answer I can say. It's just pray, because and I like an answer like that. It shows Guti he's not taking this thing lightly. He's aware
Yeah.
that Kyrie is the one. You have to at times, bro. You have to give you have to show us a bit of respect in the sense that what you're up against someone who's serious, but at the same time, you have to also be prepared and overly prepared. And that answer just for me gave me that thing, Uti. The guy is gonna be overly prepared for him. But at the same time, Dylan White, we sleep on White, guys. And I love it. And I love the fact that there is zero pressure on Dylan White because White can cause problems, even
Mm.
against thingy, this team. What is this? The Pacers. I
Mm,
don't think so. You don't think White is gonna contribute in any way? I mean,
no, but
if a
you
guy, yeah,
no, but expert throughout the whole season, I've always advocated for this
yeah,
guy. Throughout the whole season, I've advocated like he's been a
yeah,
huge difference maker in the regular season for the Celtics. Yes,
yeah,
100%. But now I'm looking at just the depth. If there's a mismatch, if there's a screen, if there's a switch up, his best chance is probably going 1-on-1 with Luca. His
mm,
best chance then, if he has to like really have to go and attack, his best chance. But Kyrie was a Mbamangengit, PJ is a Mbamangengit, Derek Jones is a Mbamangengit. Then you have either Gatford thing the boy
like,
the let's go to lovely
like,
even on the, as coming off either off the bench or he's starting, and you still have one person that hasn't played almost the whole playoffs is Tim Hardaway Jr. People
yeah,
forgot about that guy,
mm,
and we know he can cook if he wants to. If he gets a chance, he's gonna try and cook. Your I just think them physically for the second team that comes in, Celtics doesn't have a really really good matchup,
oh yes, as far as the
unfortunately.
bench is
Yeah.
concerned. Mm,
That's where I'm coming in when you're talking about dead, you know.
yeah, yeah. You think because we're relying on our 8-man rotation essentially. That's
Thank
what
you.
we're relying
Yeah.
on. I mean, Denver won the chip using the 8-man rotation as well, bro. So it means there is a possibility, you can still win with 8 players. And as well,
Maybe I'm
our
just
players are
hating.
no,
Maybe
no,
I'm just
no,
hating. You know.
it's cool. You're not
Don't
the
blame
only
me,
one.
guys. The
You're not the
Lakers
only
are,
one.
shout out to the Lakers and everybody, Coach JJ, you know. but I'm just, I don't want to say anything. My bad, my
Yeah,
bad. Took it to heart, man. Took it to
yeah,
heart.
I know. It's all good. No, I get it. You're not the only one that's hating. The entire internet, is they don't want the Celtics to win, and of course, it's because of brand the Celtics, and historically, yeah, we've been one of the most racist franchises, of course, as
Mm.
far as treatment of players. LeBron James is another one who, TD Garden is an area where or arena where he just hated it big time. But moving on to the next question now, because I don't want us to dwell on the matchups, Gakulu. But I just wanted to ask you, Menzi, where do you think uh, I actually split it. Tabo will answer the Celtics since he hates the Celtics, and you'll answer for the Mavs. But where do you think the game will be won for the Mavs? You know, where do you think where do you think they need to focus on in order to win this chip?
They need to focus on Luca's knee being okay. Um,
Oh, yeah,
but
that too.
also, yeah, but honestly, it's if the role players can't make mistakes for the Dallas.
Yeah.
If they all have good games, they'll take them to Game 7 because
Yeah,
live Lively's on fire, Derek Jones
Mm,
on fire, Gaff, PJ. So if those guys show up consistently, then the Mavs can go to Game 7 because Kyrie and Luca are going to show up. Luca has proven to be a very consistent guy. He's not going to have any bad games. Even if he has a bad game, he's going to drop like 26. So Luca has proven consistent. Kyrie has proven consistent. Kyrie has been here before. He's going to go crazy. He knows the playoffs. He's going to go mad, obviously. The inexperienced Dallas Mavericks, those are the guys that can't make mistakes. So that's my issue with Mavericks. The inexperience, they can't be inconsistent because
yeah.
Celtics have been there before. They've got a champion. They've got pedigree. They've got experience. So they're not going to make as many mistakes as Dallas stands to make. So Dallas kind of has to be a perfect team to stand a chance to beat Celtics. So for me, the biggest people that need to show up are the role players of Dallas because Luca and Kyrie they're gonna show up. We already know they're gonna drop 30 a night, 20, 28 a night. We already know that. But their teammates need to be as consistent as them. Then they'll go far.
Mm.
all same.
Yeah. And then Tabo, where do you think the Celtics?
I think for me, JT needs to show up and needs to show that it's the finals and not the conference or not the different, all of that kind of stuff. You can't have JB taking your shine and taking that MVP trophy. That's a fact. You want the money. You know what JB got when he signed his contract. So go
Mm,
out there and prove it. Just because you're gonna win, if you win a championship, doesn't mean you deserve it at the end of the day. So I think he needs to be very consistent throughout every single game. He cannot have a bad game. We cannot be coming back here and talking about saying it was JB and it was White or
why?
Preacher who helped the Celtics out. No, man, we need to hear what you say. Jason Tatum came through like Kobe. And I know, like first year, the same Jason Tatum who dunked on LeBron in his rookie year
Mm,
and shoved him. We need that aggressiveness from him. Celtics are going to need to play a very good defense, very, very excellent defense, bro, against the pick and roll with the Dallas, because
yeah, I was
they
about to
will
say.
not have an answer for that. If they start letting that go, we've seen it
Woo!
throughout the season where Gatford went like 19 field goals without missing. And I'm a
Mm,
pick and roll, I'm a simple rebounds. You can't rely on Paul Zingis because we don't know exactly where he stands. Is he going to be back on time? Is he going to play? What's going on? Is he going to play in game 3? They don't have an answer for experienced big guys, and those guys like your rookie Lively, no Gafford, and don't forget they can also play Max Kelber as a center, but a stretch center who shoots the three. He hasn't played a lot, but we know how lethal he is, and you know how these European guys are. So the
yeah.
defense, especially on the pick and roll, we need JT to go ham. We need to see Kobe JT. Otherwise, he must take off the sweatband. No, like no armband. Yeah, and I'm afraid to just put it on the side. And at the same time, we don't want. We need the coach not to choke as a rookie
Mm, no,
in this
indeed.
position. He needs to make the right decision. He needs to make the right subs. If he needs to let the players play that 40 minutes throughout the next 3 games just to get a 2-1 lead or a 3-0 lead to close it off, he needs to just sacrifice. It's the finals, bro. What more? Else are you going to be preparing for? Off season is coming, dude. The guys are going to rest. Let the guys go all out. There's nothing to lose. Get injured, fix yourself. You have time to fix yourself in the off season. That's it. You got nothing to lose. You're taking home a chip, and there's so much at stake. That's what I think personally.
No. You are 100% correct, especially with the pick and roll. We struggle guarding the pick and roll. I think that's one of our weaknesses as a team. And of course, with Porzingis, it all depends. If it's a high pick and roll, yeah, especially high pick and rolls, because in our centers, and they're not as they don't know how to move well laterally, you know. But shout outs to Al Horford, I must say, I must give him his props. This season he's been very, very efficient and very, very solid. When we asked him to, come and do a job for us. But yeah, Tabo and Menzi, like I agree with all your points, bro. I agree with all your points, but I do believe that um, role players are gonna be a huge surprise. Of course, we know, yeah, but from a Celtics standpoint, we know Luca and Kyrie will get theirs. The aim is
Mm.
for us to make them inefficient. We know Ubani, who's this guy? Luca is a walking 30-point player, but we need to make it. We need to make him miss as many shots as possible. If he's efficient, then we're in trouble. Best believe you saw what happened in Game 5. Like he dropped 20 points in the first quarter against the Timberwolves, and so we need to do our best to avoid that. And yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting, man. It really is gonna be interesting. Let's move over to the third question right now. Which team do you guys think is okay? But this one is very self-explanatory. But I want to just hear your viewpoints on it. But which team is under pressure to win more? Do you guys think it's Dallas or us? On paper, I
Celtics,
think
Celtics, bro.
it's
Celtics,
Celtics.
bro.
Online, bro, when you go through all these thingies, people like people keep saying that the Mavs are the ones that are gonna win comfortably. But for me, if people are saying that, shouldn't they be the ones that are under pressure?
No,
Celtics.
Celtics is under pressure, dude. You guys have been many times.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Win. Time to win. Time to
So
win, bro.
I guess that's a dumb question, Neta, because that laugh, bro. Could never
No,
say
but
this.
we spoke
Dallas
about
has a
that, man.
this is a
Yeah.
successful season for Dallas, bro. This season for
Yes, not
Dallas
for
is a
Celtics. Celtics was expected from day one. Which said they're gonna go
Yeah.
to the
they have to
conference
go there.
finals at least. But imagine you
Yeah.
guys losing this conference finals. The band is gonna break up.
The
That's what I'm
banter,
waiting for to see. You know,
the banter from Tabo
76ers
and
are willing to give a max contract.
to who?
Guys, you can't lose.
They're willing to give a
Can't lose.
max contract to Thingy, to Tatum, or to
No,
who?
they're willing to give it to Jimmy right now, but I think they're willing to rather take Tatum over Jimmy Butler to play
That's
with Embiid. You know, he does
that's too.
complement Embiid in his way, and they still have some money left over. You just look at all the other teams. No one's gonna go try and sign a max contract with the Pistons. He gonna
I,
just man, spread your
don't think.
money out, dude. Take your money into marketing, rebranding the team, more events, get people back in. No, I'm gonna sign a max contract with the Pistons. No, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I hear you. 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 And then this goes over to another question. Who do you guys think will win Finals MVP? So basically, this
Mm.
is essentially, uh, of course, whoever wins Finals MVP is the one who wins the chip. But in your guys' opinion, Menzi, who do you think will win Finals MVP?
If Mavs win, it will be Luca.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
If Celtics win, it still could be Luca. It happens sometimes that a losing team.
No,
Using team as
Shit, that's
it happens.
crazy.
It does
I
happen though.
like
It's
that.
rare.
I like that scenario. Hey, I really like that
That is
scenario.
wild. Like that's
It's
wild, dog.
wild.
Yo, that's wild, dog.
Yeah, but it could happen. But then if it's not, it has to be Jason Tatum, like Tabo said. It has to be him.
Mm. Tao,
Yeah, man. Like you said, it's not. It's only the big three. We like to say, like Menzi just said. But honestly speaking, right now, I think Jason Tatum ain't gonna do it. He's just. It's gonna be either JB or Luca. Jason Tatum ain't gonna do it. I think JB has so much to prove, especially from getting
yeah,
that contract, dude. He proved himself throughout the whole season. He needs to take
yeah,
it all the way to the finish line now.
hundred
You know,
percent to prove
not
that he's
conference
worth.
MVP, but take it
Yeah,
all the way.
yeah, yeah. You know what?
So,
To be honest with you, Tabo, and I've been saying this. Even during the earlier rounds, I do believe JP, personally, is gonna win it, and I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people because JP, there's no pressure on him. That's another thing. There really isn't. No
yeah.
media outlet is talking about Jalen Brown.
Mm.
Everyone is focusing on Tatum and Tatum this, Tatum that. No one is talking about JB. I don't know whether it's because I'm not sure if you guys saw Stephen A's comments about his source
Yeah.
saying that JB is a cocky individual, is a Mr. Know It All. When a black guy is academically gifted, dog, it's always a problem. We even used to see this in school,
Ah,
dog.
dude.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
always a
though.
problem. If you that nigga that is smart, that knows your
He is Mr.
story. I
Moto.
knows it, knows it some loom. We've
Ah,
heard
he is
those.
a Mr. Know-
Sorry, Vince?
he is a Mr. Know-it-all though.
But it is what it is, man. He's multifaceted. I just feel like as human beings, we tend to limit ourselves to one thing. And Jay and guys like about Tatum, they've proved, sorry, not Tatum, Brown, they've proven that as human beings we're multifaceted. We can
Yeah.
dibble and
No,
dabble in
that's not
anything.
the, but that's not the
Yeah,
issue, man. The issue they're
yeah,
just saying that they're basically just saying that he's boring. And he's right. All these NBA players are boring. There's a reason why people got so excited by Anthony Edwards. They
yeah,
find these
Yeah.
guys boring. They find them boring. It's just a nice way of them saying these dudes are boring. They think they're treating NBA like a 9 to 5. They're boring on the press conferences.
yeah.
It's just saying Jalen Brown is a boring ass player. That's why nobody is checking for him. That's why these
Nah,
dudes got excited for Anthony Edwards so much. They were so hyped because they liked the attitude he was bringing. They missed
yeah,
that, and they just if you're getting paid that kind of money, at least entertain us. Like you obviously gonna play ball, but at least be some sort of entertaining figure. That's what they're saying basically in a
but
nice
Brown's
way.
but Brown's game though, he's athletic, he dunks on niggas. Like, what more do they want? Do they want him to also be a bad boy? Uh
No, they just
He
like
go
didn't.
around
He
with
just
didn't do much, man. He didn't do
yeah.
much. Look at how Ja came out of the blocks. Ja Moran
yeah,
came out of the blocks, and we knew Jalen Brown had that type of spring, but he wasn't trying too much. He wasn't. Hey, I'm gonna jump over you, bro. Like Vince Carter
yeah,
type of exciting type of player. He
yeah.
played. He played a Robin for a very long time
Oh yeah,
until the money came in, and he was like, "Oh snap!" Sometimes it's just gotta be
yeah,
Batman and Superman. We just gotta go our separate ways instead of me being a Robin to you as a Batman. I think he
yeah,
he opened up his eyes, and like you said, he's a very smart guy. He's a very very
yeah.
smart guy.
Very multifaceted, and I like that about him, bro. Because
Yeah,
you meet people who will tell you that you need to focus on one thing and one thing only, and I don't believe in that. I mean, some people, they have various outlets. You may be maybe a chartered accountant by practice, but also be very good at playing the guitar, be very good
yeah,
at playing golf, be very good at other things other than you being a chartered accountant. And I just feel like we shouldn't limit ourselves as human beings. And that's pretty much what Brown has proven, that we unlimited essentially. That's just us, NJ. There's no limit to this thing in our heads, you know. But yeah, man, and if of course Brown wins this, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you'd win the Finals MVP, that really does put a dent on JT's legacy in a big way, bro. Essentially, even with the franchise itself, it changed, the perception changes of which player is more valuable than the other, you know, from a on the court standpoint, you know. But yeah,
I
let's
agree.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
do
yeah, yeah.
agree.
I know indeed, dog. It's going to put a huge dent. And for me, as a Celtic fan, I'm cool with either player, you know, winning an individual award. And at the end of the day, it's all about us winning the chip. That's the biggest thing for me personally, you know. That is the biggest thing. And then of course, from a coach standpoint, like I'm looking at J Kid, I'm looking at Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla is pretty much our age mate. We can actually chill with Joe Mazzulla, us, you know, because we're in our 30s, homies 35. And then you've got J Kid, legendary point guard, top 75. But from a legacy standpoint, bro, like whoever wins this chip, like which coach's CV skyrockets from winning this chip. Start off with you, Tab. Oh, you means yeah, because I see you're about to answer. Oh,
Or must I go?
yeah, go yeah.
It's Jason Kidd. Only because Dallas only has one chip. Celtics, they've got 100 chips. Obviously, it's good for Joe Mazzulla being like a young black coach to win a chip for the Celtics, which is like a racist ass organization, or the city. But so that's dope. That would be dope for Joe. But for me, it's more Jason Kidd because again, Jason Kidd won a chip with Dallas, I
Mavs.
think.
Yeah.
And
Starting
Yeah.
point.
then now then he's gonna win as a coach with the Mavs, and then it's gonna be their second chip. So I think for legacy, it's a big one for Jason Kidd. Joe Mazzulla, for me, he is already a very sought after coach. He's already a beast, and he's young. He's kind of building a legacy in that process. He inherited the Celtics team. He never built it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it's
Fact.
Jason Kidd. Yeah, Jason Kidd is it's best for his legacy.
Yeah. Thank you, means. 10 out of 10, Chief. I no.
Yeah.
I also agree. Tawak, do you have anything to add, or must I go? And I'm
Oh
going about
no,
to.
man. Oh no. Like I said, I think Wendy said it properly. I think also what also will make this so great for Jason Kidd is the trades he made to turn around their season. That makes him look like he saw it. Like these are the missing pieces for us to take it all the way. I was ahead of everybody. And
H.
you think about Futi, he went for players that were in such messed up situation. Your Washington,
Yeah.
your Charlotte, and even though they were good, they were doing their things. And like, oh no, these guys are very comfortable. They're dropping buckets. And like, no, they actually fitted in so perfectly to and made a team, a championship team, a sixth seed.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
indeed. And you're all right, Tabo. I mean, yeah, Kid, him, you know, being legendary as a player. I mean, he's considered in the as one of the best point guards to ever play. He's in the top 5 for triple doubles, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think Jason Kidd is up there as well. And I
Similar,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, and him also getting it as a coach, dog. It's a major flex. But at the same time, with me, like I put myself in Joe Mazzulla's shoes. I wanted to be a basketball player there. Hey, and shit hit the fan. Hey, now I can't. 2011, I retire. Né? I now go and I coach primary school, high school basketball. You know what I mean? And then by the grace of God, I I end up being an assistant coach to homeboy Ime Doka, and of course Ime, and I wouldn't even say it's Ime who built that team. I'd give it to Brad Stevens and Thingy, the guy who left and is now at the
Yeah,
Jazz. What's his name again?
Any age.
For
Udo.
this Danny Ainge. Yeah, Danny Ainge. Because Danny Ainge drafted the 2 stars. He's the one who drafted them back to back. But then us getting about Dylan White, because Al Horford left, remember, and went to the 76ers and then came back
Came
due to
back,
that
yeah.
trade. That was Brad Stevens. And of course, us then when Drew Holiday was available, we took a gamble in getting rid of Marcus Smart, and I was a fan of Marcus Smart. Like I thought, like that guy was phenomenal, and he shouldn't get traded. But we got an upgrade essentially because really, Drew Holiday is a better player. Let's be honest, yeah, well. And yeah, dog. So for me, if Joe would win it, it kind of it's like a you can plus means he's a director and everything, dog. You can have a movie Coach Joe, dog. Talk about the come up of homie, and eventually him winning a chip. Beyond dog
We,
for real,
we,
dog.
we give
Like think about it.
we give that a 2 star.
No, it's
We
not
give
a
that a
two
2 star.
star, bro.
No, not even
It's
a
a
2 star. That's a
ah,
2 star out of
man, I
10.
know.
Out of 5, we give it half a star.
No, but let's be for real, dog. It's a dope story, dog.
Chris Rock in The Longest Yard had more stars than
Oh,
that documentary would was. That's how deep it is, my nigga.
yeah, come on, dog. But that's a nice story to tell, dog. Really.
Nah, man.
Yes,
Boo.
yes,
Get
bro.
out of here, man.
Ah,
Boo.
guys.
Ain't nobody paying for that. We pirate paying it, dog. We pirate paying it.
But
No
I hope he
Netflix
gets
giving
to
that.
know it, though.
We're
But
watching it on
essentially,
BET, my guy.
but,
We're
but
watching it on
essentially,
BET.
but essentially, it just shows you that at times, bro. I mean, we always talk about experience, nah. You know, yeah. You see now Rantimo right now, Coach Carter too. Something like that, dog. Something like that.
No, man. No,
But
fam.
y'all hate it,
No.
but
we're not.
but
We're
guys,
not gonna
nobody
entertain that
knew
X X.
no one knew who
Um,
Joe was, bro. Before
X,
this
we're not
coaching story,
entertaining that. We're not entertaining that. Not today. Not anytime soon.
story.
Not Coach Carter
Hey,
2.0. It could be Coach Carter
hey,
5.5. It could be Coach Vince Carter.
yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. That's a potential story, dog. Because homeboy came out of
No,
nowhere.
man.
At times, dog, we always say, you need experience, you need experience, you need experience. But at times, Mpana, you get put in situations where you're forced to grind. And for the mere fact that all these big players have so much respect for him and they follow his instructions, essentially. It's also a testament to him and him having presence, dog. Because I mean, homie is 35. Ubani, Al Horford is 37, bro. Like, Al can easily say, who is this? Remember, even in football, where Chelsea men, when Chelsea signed that young Portuguese manager, about John Terry, about Drogba, they were not feeling homie because he was a youngster. It's that, guys. But I'm just saying, Jeff, it's phenomenal
Man.
for him to be in the position that he's in currently, and hopefully he can, do the things and get that chip, man. That's just our opinion, but hey, I know. I know it's fine, guys. It's fine. I went on a
Are we,
tangent.
we said we're not entertaining this. Are we done?
Yeah, we done. No, but man, I
Alright.
just think, man, he deserves his story. He deserves to be told, man. Coach Joe. Yeah. But yeah, man, I think I've covered everything that we needed to discuss. I don't know if you guys have anything in closing that maybe you'd want to bring to the table or any hot takes. Yeah, let's call it hot takes.
I,
Dallas
Tell
in
I have a
6.
strong feeling.
Huh?
Yeah,
You saying
Dallas in
Dallas in
6.
Dallas.
or Dallas in
Yeah, I
six?
think
I know. I say Celtics in 5.
Coach
That's my hot.
Joe,
Coach
no
Joe,
ho. Tell us in 6. Nothing's happening, bro. I think you guys are gonna be so stunned the way these guys are gonna attack you in the first half of every single game, and how they'll slow it down for you guys while you guys are trying to speed it up, and then just gonna switch on you.
Mm,
You guys are gonna be so stunned. I don't think you guys are ready for it, but you guys are gonna still play great basketball. Don't get it wrong.
mm.
Celtics will still play great basketball.
I think defensively we're gonna surprise a lot of fans out there. We're
I,
gonna
I,
make we're
I,
gonna trend. We're gonna trend, and people are gonna be hating and saying, "Yeah, it's expected. Yeah, they were the best team already. They had the number one seed and everything, so it was expected, boring." Yeah, people are gonna come up with those sort of excuses. But best believe, I'm telling you now, I have a feeling this time around. You see, against Golden State the last time, there was a
uh,
bit of uncertainty. There really was a bit of uncertainty. I wasn't as sure, and I didn't have that feeling. You know, but
we,
I'd say Celtics are
we can
gonna have
res-
like one or two games where we're gonna blow them out. That's
no,
another thing.
we can respect your thoughts, brother. No one is not respecting you in terms of your thoughts. They'll definitely have a surprise, maybe people offensively, but I think Kyrie and Luka is gonna surprise people more offensively in
Yeah,
every way. And if Luka starts catching heat from that 3 point line and he starts moving backwards, you guys have Steph. You guys are basically. I'm sure you've watched that anime, Karuko Basketball. Have you guys
No,
watched it?
what
I'm
is
gonna
that?
hook
nah.
you guys. I'm gonna hook you
That's
guys up on something.
yeah. Mm,
Karuko Basketball on Netflix. I really need you guys to just watch just 2 episodes. you know.
yeah. And of course, you
But
see,
anyway, yeah, I think that's much.
yeah, you see, Kyrie Luka taking this one.
I just I just think Mavs are more motivated than the Celtics.
What
They
you don't think we
Kyrie
motivate?
Kyrie
We
Kyrie has Kyrie has a redemption story. Luca has never won an individual award. He's got a lot to prove. Lively lost his mom in April. The man is just the Gafford and PJ are underdogs. They just have more fuel. They have
Damn,
more fuel to take guys out, bro. You
makes
guys
me
just
wanna
seem
shed
like
a
you.
tear.
Yeah, you guys.
That's
The
that's
Celtics,
the story, Menzi. I would watch. That's the story I would watch. Like damn.
I will
the
see, gents. We
Celtics
have to
for me, we just
yeah.
Jason Tatum, man. If I have to
Vibes.
pit Jason Tatum with Luca, I'm just scared for Jason Tatum, bro. Like
Oh,
Luca
bro.
was gonna play line, bro. Like the way Jason better show up, bro. Like he mustn't do that passive stuff when he starts getting cooked. He better show up for this occasion, bro. Otherwise, you guys gonna lose.
No,
Promise you.
JP is gonna show up, Menzi, because that's his matchup. JB is gonna surprise you guys. I think you guys are hating on
No,
him
I'm just
because
saying. I'm
All right,
just saying.
nigga. All right.
it's
All right.
I'm just saying, battle of the superstars. Jason
yeah.
Tatum must show up more than Luca.
I don't. No. Tatum is a regular season type of player, bro. He's like a James Harden, Joel Embiid.
Don't make excuses.
Yeah, it's fine, but I mean, I mind that at the end of the day, Benzi, winning a chip, everyone wins, dog. Even guys who don't even play. Who are they? Remember who's this guy, Jeff Teague? When he won with the Bucks, he walked around laughing. I just got an A in the assignments.
Man, Jeff Teague is
Yeah,
a clown. Don't listen to that nigga. Jeff T is my boy. I love Jeff, but he's a clown. He knew it was over for him. He was just
yeah.
there for like if you
But
watch
you see
his
what? But I respect him for that. He's like, bro, like
I respect him too, yeah. No, for
like I knew
sure.
that I'm not gonna play, but hey, I got a chip. I got something that a lot of people don't have. Dog. And
Yeah.
yeah. I know, but anyway, gents, thank you so much now for availing yourselves now.
No
Much,
way,
much,
bro.
much appreciated. And yeah, man, hey, yeah. When it's tomorrow morning. Hey,
It's wake up, dude. It's cold nowadays. What are you gonna do? You can't sleep. The wind is
I,
making a noise.
I ran in the morning. I ran on Wednesday, dog.
Yeah.
But
No one,
never
I don't give it. Not all of us are superheroes, bro. When I go back
Oh, no way.
it's a reality. So what's
Yeah,
Hey,
weekend?
I don't know,
love
no
it.
stress. It's I know. Guys, thank you so much for availing yourself. Guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Help a brother out. This is Easy Sport, and we are no. This is the post out, and we out. Peace.
Peace, bro.
Peace,
Yeah,
boys.
peace.